King Charles's historic meet with fragile Pope Francis will go ahead despite health fears. The King and Queen's planned state visit to the Vatican to meet Pope Francis will go ahead despite the pontiff's continuing hospital treatment for double pneumonia. The improving outlook for the Pope means the historic gathering is scheduled to take place in Rome in early April to celebrate the papal jubilee and the relationship between the Catholic Church and the Church of England. A Buckingham Palace source said they had shared our hopes and prayers that Pope Francis's health will enable the visit to go ahead. King Charles III and Princess of Wales make triumphant return to Commonwealth Day service after missing event last year. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. The King and Princess of Wales have made a triumphant return to Westminster Abbey for the Commonwealth Day service, 1 year after being forced to miss the ceremony due to their separate cancer diagnoses. The monarch led the nation in celebrating the Commonwealth 56 independent member countries, including Australia, at the event alongside Queen Camilla, the Prince of Wales, the Princess Royal and the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester. The lineup of the senior royals was in contrast to last year's service, which was led by Queen Camilla and Prince William, with the King and Catherine both absent due to serious health issues. The monarch's diagnosis was revealed in February 2024, and 1 month later and just weeks after Commonwealth Day, Kate told the world that she, too, was battling cancer. Both had undergone surgery in the weeks before their separate announcements. This year, the King led the royal family in procession up the aisle of the Abbey, where 2,000 guests from all over the Commonwealth gathered to hear music and poetry. He wrote of those from around our family of nations who gave their lives in that dreadful conflict, sharing the particular pride and everlasting gratitude he felt for their contribution. He also emphasized the need to restore the disrupted harmony of our entire planet as the most important task facing humanity. The Queen wore a blush pink ensemble by Fiona Clare, a beret hat by Philip Tracy, and her pearl choker with a diamond clasp, which is one of Her Majesty's favorite pieces. She wore the jewel while in Australia on tour with the King in October. Last year, the Queen granted a royal warrant to Clare and Tracy in recognition of the designer's years of service to the British royal family. Clare is one of 2 main clothing labels worn by the Queen, with most pieces bespoke to Her Majesty's requirements. Tracy has long been linked with the royal family, due to his designs made for royals over the decades, including guests invited to royal weddings, garden parties, investitures, and other high-profile events. King Charles is smitten with the newest member of the royal family, a puppy called Snuff. According to The Sun, the King, 76, is the proud new owner of a Lagotto Romagnolo dog he received as a gift 4 weeks ago. Charles is besotted with his puppy. He hasn't had one since Tigger, an insider told the outlet in a piece published on February 28. Tigger was the King's beloved Jack Russell Terrier who died in 2002 at age 18, making Snuff his first personal pet in years. The breed is a truffle hunter. Charles enjoys mushroom foraging, so they have a lot in common, the source said about the history of Snuff's breed and how it connects to the King's hobby. PetMD describes the Lagotto Romagnolo as an ancient Italian water dog bred to sniff out truffles, known for their small to medium size, curly coats, and active personalities. Mushroom foraging is one of the King's many interests and an affinity he may have passed down to his grandchildren Prince George, 11, Princess Charlotte, 9, and Prince Louis, 6. While visiting a community garden in South Wales last week, Kate Middleton revealed that her kids thought a giant puffball mushroom she recently found was fascinating. Though Lagotto Romagnolos are an Italian breed and Italy is where King Charles is heading on his next state visit in April, palace sources told The Sun that Snuff was a private gift and is not linked to the upcoming trip. It was announced in February that the King and Queen Camilla would travel to Italy and meet Pope Francis in early April. While Snuff the pup has reportedly charmed King Charles, he is not the only new pet at the palace. While meeting a guide dog at the Beanie House of Art and Knowledge in Canterbury on February 25th, Queen Camilla revealed, "I've just got a new puppy," and shared a bit about the dog. The Queen, 77, said that the rescue dog was 8 weeks old and described its breed as a bit of everything, along with the provenance of the unique name. "She's called Molly, looks just like a mole," the Queen said in a video shared to X by Royals reporter Rebecca English. Buckingham Palace confirmed that Molly was born on December 26th, which is celebrated as Boxing Day in the UK. Molly's mother is half Jack Russell Terrier, while her father's breed is unknown. Molly is a rescue pet from Battersea Dogs and Cats Home in South London. The Queen previously adopted her dogs Beth and Bluebell from Battersea, and the palace shared the sad news in November 2024 that Beth died. People understands that Beth had an untreatable tumor and had to be put down. A few days later, King Charles shared that he and his wife the Queen were planning to expand their pack by adopting another dog. "We're going to get a new one," he told hosts Amanda Holden and Alan Carr at the Royal Variety performance on November 22nd. King Charles' busy schedule at 76 could be threatening his health. At 76, King Charles has been making increasingly frequent comments about his declining activities, sharing late last year that he has too many injuries to continue riding horses, while last week he admitted that skiing is now behind him. However, it doesn't sound like the King is simply kicking back and relaxing, with his stepson Tom Parker Bowles telling The Times last week that the royal is the most hard-working man I've ever met. Of his stepfather's on-the-go approach to life, Tom added, "I don't think he's the sort of person who can just flop onto a deck chair and disappear into a book." King Charles' busy schedule at 76 could be threatening his health. At 76, King Charles has been making increasingly frequent comments about his declining activities, sharing late last year that he has too many injuries to continue riding horses, while last week he admitted that skiing is now behind him. "As humans, we're not designed to be constantly busy or for our brains to be functioning 24/7, cautions life coach Julie Leonard. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.